Welcome back to On the Light. Today I have a special interview with Vanita and Savita, two of BKS Iyengar's daughters. And with me to introduce the episode today is Prashant Iyengar. Hello, Prashant.
Hello.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. All of you. Namaskar. Well, uh, it's a great thing that you are trying to hear something from my sisters. Perhaps you have heard, actually, have heard a lot from me about Guruji. You also have heard from Geeta about Guruji. And this is definitely uh, a unique uh, occasion that my sisters will be talking to you about my father, our Guruji. At the outset, let me say that I have enormous gratitude for what my sisters have done for our family. Basically, we lost our mother uh, when we were all young. I was barely 24 years of age. You can imagine the age of my younger sisters and elder sisters. And well, the family was definitely in a disarray when unexpectedly we lost our mother. And my sisters definitely sacrificed a lot to see that our family is running despite mother in the house, because the mother in the house is so important, because the mother is not just the mother. She is only mother for the children, but she runs the whole house. Particularly in our family system uh, that we have in our country, that we have in our culture, mother is so important to run the house, to take care of the house, to culture the house, culture the family. And she is not just mother of the children, but she is caretaker and CEO of the whole family. And when we lost our mother, all my sisters definitely sacrificed to see that my father's family is not lame. Because when my father lost his wife, naturally, one wheel of the family had fallen apart. And my sisters played enormous, invaluable role to see that we are on our two wheels. The family is on two wheels. And no amount of praise or eulogy will be sufficient for what they did right from 1973 when we lost our mother. And even when my mother was there in her last 2, 3 years, she was not well. And much of the kitchen responsibility had to be taken by my sisters. Vanita being the eldest in the house, say 71, 70, 71, 72, when my mother was not so well. She was sick for quite some time before she passed away. So Vanita took charge of the kitchen. And kitchen means not just cooking the food, tea time, coffee time, everything was managed by my sisters, and Vanita being the eldest. Because Geeta was occupied, Geeta was engaged in her classes, teachings, etc. So Vanita was cooking for the whole family. And then one by one, Vanita she had already got married before my mother passed away. But yet She came back, she came to Pune. She left her son, eldest son, Kaushik, uh, and then she went back to her husband because they were away about 800 kilometers from here. He was having a job in Gujarat state, neighboring state. She had to go back, but she left her son, that is Guruji's grandson, because Guruji would get some comfort, solace with a grandchild around him. So that was also a great sacrifice. Other sisters, until they get married, they ran our kitchen. They ran our family. They were almost like mother in our house. They took care of running of the house. And Guruji's house was not just ordinary house. He was celebrity. He had relatives. They would be visiting us. And it was not just running the one nuclear family, but Guruji's family was quite large. His students were part of his family. So without any grudge and happily, delightfully, my all sisters uh, managed the house affairs. Now, these are certain affairs which the man of the house cannot run, but a woman of the house only can run. And therefore, my all other sisters, until they got married, they were all running our house. So after Vanita, Sunita got married. Until she got married, she took charge of the kitchen. Then Sunita got married, Sushita took charge of the kitchen. Then Sushita got married, Savita took charge of the kitchen. And then Savita also got married, yet we were not deprived because my two sisters were in the suburban area of Pune, and they would visit Pune often because they were hardly 18 kilometers. They often visited. They arranged for our meals. They cooked the food for us, and they arranged for our two meals from those 18 kilometers, Vanita and Sunita. As and when possible, and very often they did come to Pune, they stayed in our house. So we were not short of a woman in the house to run the house. So all my sisters, my five sisters, definitely made up to very great extent, if not completely, to very great extent. They indeed sacrificed to run our house as well. So they had their house to run. They also had our house to run. This was exceptional. And I must acknowledge that. So then secondly, what I could not do to Guruji as being a son, my sisters did. I could not have done, even if I wanted to do, I would be short in abilities because certain things women can only do and the men cannot do. As the things are, certain things men can do, women cannot do. So also the women can do, the men cannot do. So they cannot be replacement for each other. So I had five sisters to run the house from 1973 after my mother passed away. It's a long time that they had to manage the house. Then in the last, before Guruji passed away, the last 8, 10 years, someone all the else would be settled in Pune. Like for some time, now Suchita came to Pune, she settled in our house, she stayed here. So she managed, she became the mother of the house. Although she was not the mother to us, she was mother of the house. And as and when possible, Savita would be coming to Pune from Bengaluru. So she came frequently and managed our house affairs. So invaluable contribution is by my sisters to really run our house and see that there is no deficiency in the house. Vanita did certain exceptional things like she did massage to my father as and when required. Often she would come and give him massage, which was needed in old age. And he definitely got a lot of relief from that massage that she gave. Then they were also giving, giving bath, like head bath. So when Guruji was old, my sisters offered themselves to give him oil bath because it is too tiring to take oil bath. It's not just apply oil and apply shampoo and be free of it, the soap. It's not that. It's quite laborious thing to really go for oil bath. Let me tell you, even when my mother was not well, my sisters were nursing her, giving her bath, providing whatever she needed. Medication of my mother were taken care of by my sisters. I would, or myself and Geeta would take her to physicians as and when required. We would take her on our scooters whenever we had to go to a physician. But then medication, etc., that care was taken by my sisters. And equal credit should be given to all my sisters who took care of my mother last 3, 4 years before she passed away. And then in Guruji's old age, when he was past 85 also, uh, my sisters were very handy. And secondly, the father and daughter relationship is unique. There is unique relationship between father and son and father and daughter, mother and son and mother and daughter. I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but in our system, our family system, it is definitely counting. So my father also was given all kinds of assistances, all kinds of care, nursing, and no nursing can be done by a man. And nursing is something that can come very naturally from a woman. And fortunately, we had so many women in the house. I had 5 sisters. So therefore, that was very handy. Last 1 year before Guruji passed away was also uh, quite filled with anxiety for us. Up and down, ups and down in his health was there in last about 12 to 18 months. So my sisters would be all the time around him. They slept in his bedroom to take care of him and did all the nursing that was required and all the help that he required. And he was definitely very, very comfortable with my sisters. That would not have been the case with me. By me being the son, me being a boy, male, we have some limitations. It is not male and female. It is a combination of the two which is required for any system such as family, any system such as society. And well, we had five, I had 5 sisters who did great service to my father, where I would have been totally deficient, miserably deficient. So I have great gratitude and respect for all my sisters who took care of our family. And it was not a just ordinary family. Guruji had a huge family, worldwide family, and they did manage it very, very successfully and meritoriously, creditably. So I need to express my gratitude, which are beyond expression. I cannot be fully expressing my sense of gratitude, but whatever bit is possible, I am doing it. Savita played another special role after the Bellore, upcoming of Bellore and the Bellore Trust, because she was in Bangalore and Bellore. She, along with her husband, my brother-in-law Raghu, he managed the trust. And Savita was playing a great hand in the trust functions. So Guruji would be going often to Bellore, and Savita took care of him while he was in Bellore, gave all kinds of comforts that she could be giving. She did more than what she could. So Bellore was Guruji's last child. He has 6 children, but his last child was Bellore. And you can understand his affiliation, his love for Bellore. And Savita played a great role in flourishing the Bellore project. So special gratitude to Savita, who gave lot of satisfaction to my father in looking after Bellore affairs. Because that was his last child, and she took care of the last child, nourishing of it, and special mention should be made because Bellur was his project of his heart, and Savita handled his heart. So that is also worth mentioning. So as you will be having an interview with Vanita and Savita, both of them played an exceptional role. Others did also play the role, but since now you are going to hear from them, I must make special mention about their contribution, Vanita and Savita.
Thank you, sir.
To tell you, as a matter of fact, Guruji was most comfortable with Vanita. I candidly say that. I, without reservations, I say that. Vanita and him, there was a special affinity. And for anything, he would ask assistance of Vanita in a big way. And then towards the last 10 years, Suchita stayed in Pune and she managed the house. So taking care of his meals, his coffee times, he did not have just two coffee times, one in the morning, one in the evening, like usually it is there. His coffee time would come after every 2 hours, which she managed. And so Suchita stayed in the last leg of Guruji's life with him. And as and when, of course, Sunita would be coming, Geeta would be around, but Suchita managed the house, managed our huge house. So credit also to be given to Suchita. Well, you will be hearing about Guruji from Vanita and Savita. So they were, the both of them were Guruji's daughters. I am a son, but I am also a student of yoga. So I have different perception of him, but you will understand their perception, which is totally in family framework. So that should be interesting you. Okay. So thanks
Thank
for this
you.
opportunity that I could say something about
Mhm.
my sisters who did what I did not do, could not have done it. So gratitude to them.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Namaste.
Please enjoy this episode of On the Light. Thank you both for agreeing to meet with me and have this interview. I'm very excited about it. Lee Saverkerson, you know him, he's going to join us as well. For the listeners, we'll just start with some context of where you fall in the birth order. Vanita, is it correct that you're the second daughter, so the third in the, and then Savita, are you the youngest?
I'm the
Yes.
youngest. Vanita is second oldest, I believe, elder to Prashant.
Thank you. Okay, I thought it was Prashant that was second. So
No.
Vanita is the second
And
oldest.
Sunita,
Got
then
it.
Suchita,
Then Suchita,
I'm the last.
and you're the
And
last.
it's Savita.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So since one of you is the second and the other's the youngest, some of your memories must be, quite different from growing
Yeah,
up.
very, very different. Yes.
Very different. Yeah. So why don't we start with Vanita? Tell us some of your memories growing up and your family life.
See, from childhood, we have seen him doing yoga. And just watching him, we used to feel happy because it was like an acrobat for us. We learned how to jump or climb everything by doing yoga. He used to do many things. Like that, we used to watch him. But one strict instruction was that we should not make sound when he was practicing or taking class. So we used to stand far away and watching him. When he is not there, we used to practice what he did.
Oh, okay. But not while he was practicing. You just watched him.
Yeah, because at that time he was also very busy.
Mhm.
And we used to make too much sound. All the children, Geeta, me, Prashant, we used to make a sound. So
Sure.
that is the strict-
And where he was practicing, it was a small room.
small room.
To accommodate three of them was not that easy.
The room was 12 feet by 12 feet. It was the yoga hall. It was just hall when no class was not there. It was a bedroom at night, like that. Only that room was there, then backside kitchen.
Mhm.
And he was taking classes, students used to come, so we should not make sound. That was the rule. So we
Mhm.
were outside making some fun like that. Very
Okay.
small.
And you were in that home until which age for each of you? Vanita, till which age did you then move to Hare Krishna Mandir Road?
I was
Your
married
age.
at the time. Kaushik was born. I
He
didn't
was
move
all,
out of the house. Kaushik was born at that time. It was late, after my mother's death. We
and
shifted-
Savita, for you, the move from the original house to Hare Krishna Mandir Road, you're at what age for you? For
When
Savita?
my mother passed my age,
Ah,
it was 17.
17 and 18, 19 the age they shifted to Hare Krishna
Hare
Mandir.
Krishna.
So our childhood was in that house
In
only.
Subhash Nagar.
Yes,
Nagar.
We all
yes.
spent our childhood in the Subhash Nagar,
Subhash Nagar.
where it was a small house. We had
Mhm.
a front room, which was a yoga classes were held and other things like he was writing the book, everything there. And then there, behind that room, there was a kitchen. And there were
Yes.
only two rooms.
2 rooms.
Yeah.
Even light on yoga also, he wrote,
He wrote
there.
There only.
Small table was there. On that he used to write the book.
And that is where your dear mother moved the transcript for Light on Yoga up to the upper floors for to your neighbor, correct? So
Yes.
that they would be away from the flood, away from the water, and the manuscript would not get spoiled.
Yeah, it was in 1961, I think, the floods. Flood. We had to carry all. First, my mother said the manuscript of Light on Yoga, which we took upstairs on the I think the third floor,
Third floor.
Mhm.
to protect
But
all his writings.
We are lucky, no water came to near our house.
No floods were
No
there near
flood.
our house.
But
Yeah,
there was no water, no electricity, nothing.
yeah.
Even food was very scarce. It was not available. Nothing was available.
Think what was saved by your mother's wisdom, your mother's decision, though, in case something
Yeah.
could have happened to it, you know?
Yes.
I've always said to Prashant, it's one of my life's great disappointments that I never met your mother in person.
Yes.
I wish that I had.
Only few of my father's students have met my mother.
Yes.
And that way, my mother was not knowing what yoga is.
When she got married,
She
she was not knowing what yoga was.
Only my maternal uncle told her that what is yoga means standing on his head is the yoga.
Uh-huh.
At first, she knowing that standing on the head is yoga. That's all.
And none of her grandchildren ever met her.
Have
None
any
of
of
the
the
grand.
met your mother?
My mother have met some of the students till 1973. Actually, the South African group was there when my mother passed away. So they had the intensive course for 3 weeks. And then my father was supposed to leave for North Indian tour along with them. He was supposed to leave on Monday, and this happened on Sunday.
Uh-huh. But the grandchildren never knew your mother. Is that correct?
No?
The grandchildren
Yes.
never met your mother.
Never. No one. No one.
This is
She
this
knew
is what
only Vanita was pregnant.
Mm.
She knew
Uh-huh.
only that.
She was knowing
She
I
pa-
am pregnant, and she told me that don't go to the doctor. You are practicing yoga, do that one, and told me really Indian style that take castor oil every month to keep stomach clean. That's all. I will take you to the doctor, everything I will do. Till that, don't do it. And I followed her. Till that time, I never met a single doctor for my pregnancy. I was doing
Uh-huh.
yoga. That's all.
Mm.
And you know, at the cremation grounds, after Gita's the first rites, the cremation, Sharon was talking to Kristen and I and saying that how the grandchildren never met their grandmother,
Yeah.
but at that time, of course, Gita became Periyama. Is this the correct
Yes.
terminology?
Yes.
The
She was
the-
grandmother to all children,
children.
all grandchildren,
All good.
all
and,
grandchildren.
and as the way Sharon said it, she was everything to us.
Yes,
Mm.
everything. Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
that is true. That is.
That is true.
Yeah.
She was even for us also. She became a mother after my mother
Yes.
passed. You know, she became a mother to all of us. She took care of us.
Even children. She used to wake up at 3:30 early morning, then give bath to the us,
Kids.
then massaging everything for the kid and giving bath. Then everything over, she used to go for the practice. So,
Wow.
and after coming from that practice, she had a class after that. Coming from immediately, she used to cook for me, the girl who is deliver the baby, because we
She
keep
was on a diet.
special
So always
diet.
the pregnant, the delivered mother is on a diet.
Diet,
So
special food.
special food was
She used to
served
cook.
by Gita to whoever was having the
Uh-huh.
She
child.
was cooking everything.
Everything. She was.
Uh,
Vanita.
and
Oh,
go ahead,
sorry.
sis.
Was it you, Vanita, that's in the photographs of Yoga, a Gem for Women?
Yes, labor book. That was just
No,
accidental happened. He was in Pune and I was doing yoga. I was practicing daily. And at that time, I was 7 months pregnant. And I used to go Shirshasana, straight legs up.
Uh-huh.
Straight legs up. So my father told me that don't go like that. Any time you may get catch because the belly is heavy now. So I said, how can I go? I can't bend now. Bending the legs, I forgot how to go up. That was Kaushik
What-
time. I was pregnant for Kaushik time.
Okay.
and maybe Vanita, you can tell the folks what was it that Kaushik always used to want to do first thing in the morning when he woke up? Go to see someone.
He used to run to yoga hall, even without cleaning his mouth, teeth, anything. He used to run to the hall, yoga hall.
Because
First
Guruji
Agree.
Guruji
was
was there.
practicing there.
So he used to first say good morning, everything, see whole class, and then come back. He
Yeah.
was just moving around, not troubling anybody, no sound, nothing. He was very disciplined.
What a good boy.
Most
How
of the
old-
time he was in the class only.
Okay. How old is he now?
Now he's 51.
Okay.
Who could
Hmm.
imagine it?
I know.
You know, all the children, you know, Kaushik, Srini, Abhijata, Harit, and Sharan, they used to go to the hall all the time.
All the time.
As soon as they used to get up from the bed,
Only
they
Srini,
used to
Srini
go
was
to the
afraid of my father. Srini
Shrini
was
was afraid.
yeah, he was very
very much scared.
scared.
He mentioned that when I had an interview with him.
Others were very bold with my father.
Uh-huh. He said that it was when Guruji was around, the grandchildren have to be very quiet and serious, and but because they
Very
knew
fun, very fun. As soon as he used to hear the steps of my father on the staircase. Whatever he was making any sound, crying or anything, suddenly he used to stop.
Oh my goodness.
He was favorite with the children were happy with him because in the evening my father used to play cricket, football, everything with these children.
Uh-huh.
So they were knowing, hey, he will come to play. So they were happy for that.
Mhm.
My son
So-
was most boldest, like Kaushik, with my father.
Mm. So he was very playful with
Both of them had the same qualities, like, I know, whatever on the table, my father has kept any books or pen, pencil, anything. He used to go and see it, what it is. You know, which pencil is this, which company is it? Both, you know, Sharon also used to do that, and even Kaushik also.
If my father could not find anything, pen or anything missing, he used to ask Kaushik, I kept it there and it is not there. Where is it? So he used to go and find it properly. Because my father used to know that Kaushik kept somewhere.
Uh,
Like that. Even
and
when he
Sorry.
was 5 years old, Kaushik wanted one shirt was there with my father. It has designed shirt. It looked like that as though it was written Iyengar I. So the early night, as though it is a nightgown, he used to wear that shirt. Daily he wanted that shirt. My father never wore that shirt. And he said, okay, it is your night dress, nightgown.
Oh, sweet. And I remember when Sharon was just such a young boy and how close the two of them were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guruji was very affectionate to Sharon, and Sharon
Yeah.
very
You know,
sweet with his
wherever he was
grandfather.
going, he was in the library, Sharon used to go and sit in the library. If he's in the hall, he used to be in the hall.
Aw.
He used to be after Guruji all the time.
Yeah.
That's very sweet. One thing I understand is that music was a very big part of your family. I know Prashant, of course, was a musician. Is it true that one of you was also a musician?
See, I also learned violin little bit.
Okay.
Geeta was learning Veena first, then she learned sitar.
Oh,
Sunita, Suchita, sitar.
okay.
Prashant violin and Savita Bharatnatyam.
What was it, Savita?
Bharatnatyam dance. Classical dance.
Classical dance. Okay.
Classical dance, Savita.
Indian dance.
Uh-huh.
And Guruji used to help me a lot,
Uh-huh.
how to make the gestures and how to put the steps, how to do the expressions, how one has to look, how you are to perform on the stage. He used to help me all those things.
That way he was good dancer.
He was a good dancer.
He used to show poses, no? So beautifully he used to do.
Mhm.
We have
Yes, it is
seen-
said, sorry, it
Yeah.
is said that when Guruji chose yoga rather than dance,
Yeah, Guruji.
the world gained a great yoga teacher and lost a great dancer.
Oh,
Yes, he was very much interested in dance.
Dance.
Yes.
My mother also music, she used to like music.
And she used to sing a lot.
Sing,
Sing. Well,
Karnataka Sangeet, South Indian music.
Carnatic music.
It was there.
Did she teach you to cook? Did she,
Yes,
did she teach you to cook?
yes, she did.
She was the teacher.
And that's
Without
why we
that,
are
we'll-
all good cooks.
She-
All of
Yes,
us.
I know.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. Some special thing that she would cook that you especially liked?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
It's opium seed payasam.
Payasam. Mhm.
Oil in vernacular language does the same.
That is a
Opium seeds,
sweet one.
Sweet
we make
one.
it with coconut.
sweet coconut and little bit of rice. We grind it and
Make-
then we make it a paste. After the
Yes.
paste, we strain it. After straining, in a jaggery water, we boil the coconut milk. And with
Yes.
we put the spices like cardamom and saffron
Saffron,
and
everything.
camphor and all those things.
Rose
And that
water?
was my mother's delicious dish.
Yes. My favorite thing.
Ah,
This was the favorite.
My father had a good sweet teeth. So once in a week, always there was a sweet. Every Thursday, some sweet used to be there.
Uh-huh.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday. And the students who were coming for practicing also,
They used to have
the sweet is pashak or you call it shira.
something. After the class, they used to come, sit, eat, and then leave. So it was like that.
They had the backbending practice session on Thursday.
Thursday. They
Uh-huh.
used to feel hungry.
Hungry.
So after the class, eating and
Nice.
sounds delicious.
it was different. Even there were many students who used to come, learn something, and then they order coffee from my mother. We want coffee. So our mother used to supply coffee. After drinking coffee, they used to go to office. So it was
And even my mother used to make a Mysore pak.
Oh,
That was her favorite
dish for my father.
for my father used to like it. So that Mysore pak is very famous. If you have tasted if you have come to South, it is very common. It's
Yes.
made out of ground flour and ghee sugar.
Uh-huh.
Very delicious. He was also a good cook.
Yes.
Yes.
He used to guide us. He used to guide us.
mhm.
I don't know, but if you remember, that is before 1987. Whenever the group used to come, one day we used to give food to all.
We used to cook at home,
We used to cook at home.
all sisters
And-
together. And father was quality controller.
And
Everything properly done or not, quality controller.
and the special Srikhand fruit salad. The special Srikhand fruit salad used
Special
to
Srikhand.
guide us how to do it. If you remember before 1987, because whoever
Yes.
came for the intensive, one day it was the food served by us. No cooks were there. We only family cooked for them.
Yes, I was in a couple of those groups. Those were my first years in
Yeah.
You might
1986.
have been
Yeah.
there. So
Yes,
his specialty was Srikhand fruit salad.
yes.
At that time also, he used to cut the fruit with us, just sitting.
And,
And all the time coming and going, watching what we are doing.
and actually, in his 94th birthday, when we had it here in Bellore, we had served that to the students who had come here. Shrikhand fruit salad.
We made
This
it
is
here.
Shrikhand salad.
Guruji's speciality. We served here. Did you
Perfect.
come for 94th birthday to Belur? When
Yes.
we went to Mysore and other places?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so you might have tasted it. We
Yes,
had our
yes.
cooks, and we asked the cook to do that. Because it was Guruji's birthday. We thought that we must have that dish.
Perfect.
Do you have these recipes written down from your mother?
Yeah, we have it. We have it.
We
Yeah.
make it everything.
Yeah, we have it. If you
Yeah.
want, we can definitely help you with it.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Yeah.
All the movie stars have their own cookbook, you know. Now it's the Iyengar cookbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people would love that. Don't you, Lee?
A bestseller.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think someone has taken this Guruji's recipe, someone has taken from us. I don't know, I don't remember exactly the name of the person. It was from England or it was from America. But someone had taken, recipes of Guruji's. I don't know who has it.
I wonder if it could be Julia Pedersen.
Maybe Julia
we-
Payne. Maybe.
Maybe she has,
Yeah.
many times she was there, no? My
The best.
father liked only home cooked food by us only. No cooked anybody. Because
Outside
after-
cooks,
outside
never
cook,
liked.
never. After only when I got married, I went away. Then Sunita got married. She went to Madras like that. So only 3 remaining. Cooking was difficult. It was like that.
Like Geeta was cooking after I got married. Geeta was cooking.
Geeta was also very good cook.
Very good.
Very good
Yes,
cook.
yes.
Even yesterday we were talking about her.
Discussing, how she was cooking and how she was making the
And any
chili.
vegetable, children used they should say, no, we don't like, we don't want this, we don't want that. So she used to churn that vegetable and put in a sambar, anything like that, and she used to make them eat. And it was tasty.
Or Savita,
Yes.
Kristen, in fact, was just telling this story that when Geeta ji was feeding Sharon, when Sharon was in her arms, baby, she told him that everything that was on the plate, each spoonful, was potato, because that was all he would eat was potato. So whether it was peas or anything else, she would say potato, potato, and he would eat it.
Fond of potato, very much fond of potato. But not now.
Not now.
Not
No,
now.
no.
Not now.
Oh.
Now I ask him to, if I will do something out of potatoes, he says no. He had enough of
Ah.
potato.
Because most of the daily he used to ask, potato, small pieces, we have to fry.
That was his favorite food.
These are good stories.
They are.
Yeah.
Thank you for these.
But my Kaushik now food this. Anything my father used to say, this is good, he used to accept that one. If anybody say, this is good, you eat, no. If Tata says it is good, I will eat. Like that, he had it. So whatever my father said, it is good. And today also he is having same habit. Whatever. No, he told me not to eat, I will not eat. Like that.
Wow. Hmm.
He is still your father is still a great figure in our lives, just as he is in your children's lives.
Yeah.
He used to love children.
Very
Mhm.
much.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Even when we were small, we used to have a round, we used to sit down for the having lunch or dinner. After dinner, no, sometimes Savita used to feel sleepy. So my father used to just go wash your hand. She used to come washing that. She used to sleep on his lap and he used to eat like that. So she was
Being a kid.
like a kid. She was a kid at that time. So he used to sleep on his lap and it goes on like that.
How about, can you share any other memories of your mother in terms of the yoga practice?
yoga classes.
Mhm.
It is that my mother used to go to Wednesday class. There was a general class which was being conducted by my father. So my mother used to go to that class.
It was
And in
school.
Bombay also she used to go to the class. And one of our students, she is no more now. She said that she had first pranayam class from my mother, Pali Dastu. You may be knowing her, Pali Dastu.
Kali, yes, yes, yes.
Yes. She had
Yes.
my first pranayam class from my mother.
And
Wow.
even the old house, no, when he was practicing, something not coming properly. So he used to call my mother and he used to say, I'm doing this, whether it is proper, in straight line. My mother used to say everything. Like that, she learned many things.
Many things.
Where to pull. No, this is not, like this is not straight. You pull from here, it will become straight. Like that, she used to say. Because if it's in a pose, he can't see leg or hand like that. So she used to instruct him.
And
that, hey,
even the bloomers,
Yes.
it was the invention of my mother for the yoga
yoga practice.
students, for women.
Huh?
Along with Dhan Palkiwala, my mother designed these bloomers.
It is
Don-
repeated to all
Don
the poses.
Pakiwala.
Hmm.
For them, that it will be more easier for them to stretch and all those things.
Because before that, ladies used to wear sari like a dhoti
Dhoti.
for
And do it.
doing practice. But it was very difficult to do.
Thank goodness for that invention.
And when we used to practice, no, my father was not there. He was going taking classes, anything. We used to ask mother. He did this pose, how to do it. So she used to tell us how to do it, and we used to do it. So like that, he was knowing it. Watching him properly, he learned many things.
Mhm. Was
Kali
there ever,
was Nawaz's mother, right? Correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
Kali was
Very
mother to
quiet.
Nawaz.
very quiet and full of patience.
Yeah.
She has full of patience, very quiet lady,
Yes.
never
Used to-
lost her temper,
Never.
and she took care of all of us. We were 6 children, and she took like 6 children and my father. So it was 7 people. She took very much care about it.
Family problem, everything, it was taken care by my mother. My father used to teach or write in book, everything. She told him that I will take care here. Don't waste your energy like that. So she was taking.
She was
full
managing
care,
the house.
managing everything.
House.
Managing the house properly. That way, from childhood, we learned many things. Going to the market, purchasing, everything she taught us very young age. Even my father used to write letters. There were nearly 20-25 letters every day. We used to go to post office, stick the stamp, take foreign letters means many stamps. So we used to stand there weighing everything. So he told how to do it, everything. We learned everything.
Made us independent.
Independent, even bank,
Yes.
going to the bank, everything. So from very early age, we learned everything. So that way they took care of us. We learned many things early. Going alone, shop, market, everything. There was no worry to my father about anything at home. Even he was not knowing which standard we were studying in the school.
Ah,
He was busy with this.
Very busy with
Very
the
busy.
yoga. And he used to get tired because cycling everywhere. So he used to get very tired.
Mhm.
Everything looked after my mother only looked after.
Because I
everything.
think he got his vehicle in 1960, 60 or 61.
61.
the ambassador.
No.
No,
Lambretta scooter.
Lambretta scooter.
NSU.
A
was
scooter
NSU.
first. Yes,
I
of
think
course.
it was in 59 he got the NSU. This is a small motorcycle,
And then he
Uh,
got Lambretta.
Lambretta. The ambassador car came very late after
Very
his
late,
60th birthday.
very late.
Very late.
What's the
He had
ambassador?
a very hard life.
Yeah.
And family was also big, not only we children, but my father's side, uncle's children, everything. He helped in them very much.
Very.
Education,
It
marriage,
was like a,
everything.
it was not a joint family, but extended joint family.
Extended joint. Even my mother's side, he
Both
helped
sides.
everybody in law. First car, he bought it for my cousin, my maternal uncle's son. He got first
He
car,
got first car
bought by my father for the business.
for the business. And that time my mother was also alive. So it
He,
was in 1966 or 60, 64,
Ah.
66.
he bought the car and gave it to him to do the business. He was having tourist company. So for that, he also, after that, he bought 4-5 car, but we were not having the car at home. No car at home. Prashant had Lambretta, Geeta had Lambretta. So vehicle were there, but not car. He had an accident.
He had a very
Very
severe
accident.
accident.
My
At
father.
night time, late in the evening by 7:30 or 8, he had a
So yeah,
very big accident. It was like he lost his memory for
memory for
some time.
sometime.
So he said, "Who I am, I don't know. Where I have to go, I don't know."
Everything.
So someone recognized my father.
Rickshaw wala recognized him. Rickshaw wala. And he told him to sit in a rickshaw.
He said,
and he,
"Where to go?" So my
Rickshaw-
father said, "I don't know where I have to go."
but
And the rickshawala said, "I know
I
your
know
house."
where your house. And he brought
He
him to
brought
the
him home.
institute. He came
Oh.
inside and saw everything. And my father said, "This is not my house.
This is not my house.
Take me to Chaturshungi temple." So that rickshawala took him again to Chaturshungi temple, and from there he told how to come. The road, then he remembered something. And from there he again came home. And then he remembered everything and he told that I had accident. My scooter is there only, accident place. And this rickshawala brought me here. And rickshawala told me I came here and he said, "This is not my house." He told us to take to Chaturshungi. I went there and again I brought him back. So it was like
Have
that.
have you ever heard from anyone, or does anyone know how long he was unconscious after that accident? He must have had
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10
he was
minutes.
on. 10 minutes.
His head was stuck to the road divider.
Road divider.
So, and after that he bought
And
the car.
even the thing is the tar, they put the tar on the road. So even
Yes.
that, after accident, he had on his cheeks.
The sand
Oh,
was
yeah.
The sand was there.
went inside.
Yes.
Ah,
You might have seen
I
that.
remember. Yes,
Ah.
yes.
yes, here. It was
And
there.
we couldn't take it out. And at that time, there was no surgery as such that we could take it out. But whenever we were going in the sun, my father used to say, "It just burns, it just burns." And we could see the shining part, the tar inside, shining part.
And
It's-
after that we
it-
we
Then
forced
we
him.
forced him that now we must have a car.
No
No
scooter,
scooter,
nothing.
And then also,
Oh.
second time he met with an accident on a Vespa. So then we decided we don't want to take any risk at
Risk.
all.
This mention of his skin,
Yes,
Yes.
this was the thing that always struck me about Guruji. The most striking physical trait of his was his golden skin.
Yeah.
That golden color to his skin, except in those little places there
Yes,
on his
Yeah.
cheeks.
yes, right.
Right.
Someone said about Ramana Maharshi that his skin glowed like a ripe mango. It's like Guruji, huh?
It is due to accident.
Due to accident.
He survived. He was a great survivor.
Yes.
But then
And-
it was okay. No problem. No,
And good-
nothing
Nothing
happened.
happened.
Nothing happened.
And God bless that rickshaw wala, huh?
Yes, yes.
So, in terms of yoga practice, did all of your siblings take up yoga at some point?
Yes, from childhood,
Mm-hmm.
we were doing yoga. All of us.
Did you practice together?
We did practice.
did.
We did practice. Everyone practiced. But actually, we practiced as he was doing, like he was doing Pashasana, we used to do Pashasana. Or he was doing, Raj Kapoth. I was fond of backbends very much.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you used to do backbends, I used to do
We
that.
used to do. But there was no proper teaching from him. Just
Mhm.
Whatever he
watching
was
and
doing,
doing.
we were doing.
Watching and doing. No proper teaching. How do the here stage, there stage, nothing. Like that. He used to do
Purna
Paripurna
Machandasa.
Matsyendrasana, everything we used to do. But after the marriage, our family started, we shifted to other city. So we had problem like that. Slowly, we break
one
away
day-
from the yoga.
One day my father used to do Viprit Chakrasan 108. I
Mhm.
couldn't do 108 Viprit Chakrasan, but I did Urdhva 108.
Ah,
Where, father was returning from his Europe tour. So today is, I think I should give a gift to him. So I did 108 Urdhva Dhanurasana, but not the Viprit Chakrasan. And as soon as he came home, I said, Anna, what I did is today, what you did, he asked me. I did 108 Urdhva Dhanurasana. And you're so happy. And he
No.
hugged.
Even
course.
the
Like for dance,
That's also-
actually, teaching yoga, he asanas, he didn't do. But when I was going to perform my dance program, at that time, he taught me how to do everything. Even, when we do your dance, many yogic postures are there. So he
Mhm.
taught me at that time. And we just saw him what he was doing. But we actually realize now when we are doing Prashant's class, we know, what my father is doing and what we see, how the, whole
process.
body is having a, motion. They're breathing. The arms are breathing. The legs
Like,
are breathing.
now we
Now
understand.
we are understanding. But at that time, we were seeing
We
the
just
photographs.
watching it and doing.
But Prashant has opened the way for us now,
Even
Very,
once,
very much.
very much.
once Guruji's Guru, T. Krishnamacharya was in Pune, and his youngest son was there with him. So they had many demonstrations, 3 or 4 demonstrations in Pune. So Guruji, the elder Guruji asked Geeta and Prashant to perform with his son on the stage. My father was there also. They were performing and he decided to give them certificate. So I got angry. I told him, directly went to Guruji, elder Guruji. And I told him, I am also practicing, but you are not allowing me on the stage. He said, no, I don't want you to do yoga. You learn, you do it yoga, but I don't want you to be yoga teacher. That's why I'm not calling you. I said, no, this is not fair. I had a little bit quarrel with him. Then he said, okay, last day you have to perform. I said, okay, I will perform. And that day, what he did, he made me Baddha Padmasan backstage. Backside, I was sitting, Geeta, Prashant, and but Sri Bhashyam, his name. They were performing my father, and I was sitting backside, Baddha Padmasan, and Elder Guruji forgot to tell me, get up. And nearly 45 minutes or something happened. I was just sitting there. And he then called me, Vanita, get up and go down. Immediately go down. I said, So you know what is the condition at that time. But that willpower was there. I got up and just went away like that. He felt so happy and he gave me one silver glass written on that from T. Krishnamacharya to Vanita for yoga demonstration. Still, I am having that.
Oh my.
You know, we were calling the Guruji, Attimba,
Attimba.
because he was our uncle, my aunt's husband. So in Tamil, we call Attimba, that is Atte's paternal aunt's husband.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And he was Guru. So he has a right to shout on Shisha anytime. That was power of Guru. So he used to say anything to my father. What you are teaching? Bala, you are not doing anything like that. And then he used to come to the kitchen and used to tell my mother, see, I shouted and him, don't get angry. He's a nice person. He's doing properly. He is good practicing. Everything is nice. But it is my duty as a guru, I have to shout at him. I have to shout at him. So don't get angry. It is good. So he will have that power that he is angry, so he will practice more. So I have to do that one. So it was like that. So he was very good with my mother.
With us also. He was very kind.
Very kind,
Very
very
kind.
kind person. Very kind person. Even he used to play with us, teaching slokas, everything. But because of Prashant, we learned a lot.
A lot.
Looking at poses was the different thing. We learned that one, how to see the poses.
And the thing is, the advantage of is a Zoom class.
Zoom class.
You know, I'm here in Bangalore. I cannot go to Pune. So with the help of the Zoom class, it's a blessing of the Corona.
Yeah.
We are
Yes.
able to
We
learn
started
from Prashant.
again, and now family life is no, we have no problem. Everything over. Now they are looking after themselves. So we have time. So Zoom class, we do all these Zoom classes. And what he says, we watch. We have no, we have seen father, how he was doing. And yes, we that time we never saw this. We never saw this. Like that we talk and we do it. Ah, correct.
Wow.
Even one Wednesday class,
So actually, we have to say that Prashant has learned from Guruji's not photographers. When my father was practicing, he was looking at his breathing
Yeah.
all the time.
all the time.
How my father is doing the breathing. Even when my father was doing pranayama also, you know, he was watching him, how he is doing. And, you know, what are the, you know, he says that use the Vyanjanas, use IE. So my father was using that.
We were not doing anything.
Yes.
We were not doing anything. We came to know about it now only.
Only once Guruji told me that when he is doing a pranayama, he does the Nama mantra.
Mm.
Any shloka he used to recite at that time.
Recite at that time. Even like Vishnu Sahasranam and all those things he used to recite.
But we were not knowing. It was
Wow.
something, now when Prashant says anything,
Now we do. Yes. Yes.
the pose
He was
comes
doing,
before
yes.
us. My father doing that pose.
You know, he was
Yeah,
doing
yes,
Dhyana
he used
all the
to do
time.
like
He was
that.
doing Dhyana. But at that time, we never thought, hey, he's doing the Dhyana and doing the posture. Even during the demonstration also, you see that he's doing Uddiyana and then he's jumping.
But Prashant was able to perceive
Yes.
all of that. Yeah.
And
We're so
we
lucky.
were very proud of Prashant. Very
Hmm.
proud of Prashant.
Yes.
And he used to praise him a lot.
And
Like how he was praising Gita, he used to praise even Prashant.
And about Gita, Gita was when she was had that what
You know,
nephritis. So she used to practice for that purpose, kidney, because she was focused on that. Because it was a question of life and death for her.
Yes.
Because my father could not give her medicine. It was costly. Sometimes he used to get it. Sometimes he has to bring it from Bombay. So he said, do yoga, it will be help. So she was focused on that. So what is good for her kidney, everything. She was doing that. So there was difference between Gita's practice, Prashant's practice, and observation also. He used to call when he was practicing, call Gita, see how my kidney, how my back, see like that you have to do, like that he used to say. So that was different. So both way, it is good. Gita, medical Gita learned earlier.
Another thing, Prashant has, has written a vast amount of work. He has done it. Guruji knew it. And Guruji used to say, what is the use? He only writes. When he is going to publish? People should know what he knows, the knowledge. People should know, but he is not listening. He is just writing, keeping. Because Guruji had seen him in the library all the time. He was making notes and notes and notes. And now we know that he has a lesson, YouTube, or even, you have your Zooms and all those things. He has done all those things. So all the time he was worried. He is doing all the work. I want that people should know. People should know. And suddenly what happened, I don't know. Prashant started publishing it. This book, one book, and now so many books. So now Guruji must have been very happy, because at that time he was very much, all the time he used to say, Savita, we should do something, Why? Just writing is okay. But someone should know that what he has written, what the knowledge he has. They should know. He used to tell me all the time. And suddenly, the first book came. He was so happy when the first book came. He told me that, Savita, see, the first book has come. I'm very happy. He started publishing his works.
As Prashant would say, it's like a tsunami now.
Yeah.
He is a master. He is an acharya. He really is.
Yeah. Even he used to tell children what he read, like a story. He used to say, this is that. Good
All the
things
children he used to tell whatever he has read, and whatever there is in the, the Vedas, the Upavedas, and all those things he used to tell.
We're very lucky to have him.
So now we are doing his class and we are listening to your also Saturday evening. So we are enjoying. So we are learning that.
We are learning many, many things.
Many things. I read Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, everything, but not that way. For many, we have told children's stories, everything. But that deep we never went.
And even like when I was doing my PhD, Guruji has helped me, Prashant has helped me, Gita also helped me. Because they knew whatever the Hindu literatures were there, and whatever, in what book I can find about Hindu culture and all those things. So three of them helped me a lot by doing my PhD.
And was this the subject of your doctorate degree, your
My
PhD?
subject was modernizing trends among Sri Vaishnavite Brahmins, the study of Iyengas.
It's historical.
Historical and sociology, based on sociology. So Vanita was telling that my PhD I got through from an American university. A professor from American university who was my examiner for my PhD thesis.
She wrote and gave the paper to Pune University, but got passed from American University.
Because he has done the study of the Sri Vaishnavite village. So that's why the thesis had gone to Andy Brittle.
Is that available for people to read?
Yes.
It is available. And she is also.
No, I am having a copy. I have not given for publishing and anything like that. I have a copy of my thesis with me.
Okay.
I think it is there, but where I don't know. You have to search. It will take long time because
long time. I don't know. One from Mysore University, some had put in the PDF, but I don't know it is there or not.
Prashant was once, he shared with me chant that was written by your lineage, the Iyengar lineage. I can't remember what it was, but I know that it was about something that is supposed to be listened to and recited in the morning, like in the early morning before the sun came up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
You want the prayer at the morning, Sandhya Vandanam?
Is that what it is? I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Sandhya Vandanam. They do the main they do it. The main they do it, the Sandhya Vandanam. After they are performed the sacred thread ceremony called Upanayanam.
Now, last year we performed for
for
Raghav.
Raghav.
Now he started doing 3 times, morning, afternoon, evening. So this generation also started.
Hmm.
Yeah. Even my father used to teach us when we were small.
He used to
In the
teach the
evening.
shlokas and all those things.
He used to teach us
We taught
slokas.
them Mukundamala, written by Kulashekar Alvar,
He used to teach.
our Tamil saint. He
First
was the
used
king
to-
of Kerala.
Yeah, first he used to sing one stanza, then we used to
repeat
like that. So
repeat twice, and then again.
children are learning. Now they all are knowing everything. Now Srinath, Kaushik. Now they have to teach their children.
I've had some classes with Shanit. He's a very good teacher.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
It was
Abhijat.
surprise to me also.
Sorry?
Surprise to me also. It was surprise to me also. When
Oh.
he studied everything, I was not knowing.
Oh.
Because he was doing BA. At time also, at night, sometimes he used to get up and study. I thought he is studying something engineer, computer science, everything like that. But it was not like that. Night he used to study Upanishad, everything.
Mhm.
He learned that like that. Because he used to like mathematics. So he did his BA, then MSc in mathematics. And then he started, then did Sanskrit. Sanskrit exam he gave. And suddenly he was knowing everything. Yeah, I said, when you did everything at midnight, I used to get it, and I used to. Now also he is having that same habit. So
Okay.
everybody asleep, he will do that.
So he's taking after his uncle.
Yeah. And now Diksha is learning. She is very interested in Sanskrit.
Really?
Yeah. So sometimes they both of them, they talk in Sanskrit.
Sharan is interested in Sri Vaishnavite philosophy of Ramanujacharya.
And he is also good in Sanskrit. Sharan.
Sanskrit and as well as in Tamil.
Tamil.
Tamil and Sanskrit.
Sanskrit and our philosophy, the Iyengar philosophy, he knows very well.
Ramanuja's philosophy.
So something is there with these children.
Yes. Whatever the tradition my father gave us, it has been carried by his grandchildren also.
So we are happy that
we are happy that they also are in the same.
all are having something
or the other.
Are the great-grandchildren in the hall like you all were? Yeah. So even the great-grandchildren, Abhijat's children, and
yes, the great-grandchildren also, they are also doing, they're all doing now the children classes.
Yes.
All are doing. Go ahead, be carried on.
How about, I was wondering about travel. I know that Prashantji doesn't travel, but of course Geeta and Sunita, they've both traveled quite a bit for teaching yoga. Have either of you done much traveling outside of India?
See, before I got married, I traveled with Guruji twice.
Okay.
Once there was a festival of India in England. So I traveled along with him to England, Scotland. These are the two places I had been.
Okay.
So, I think in London, he used to have 3 classes. Then in Manchester, he had 2 classes. Like that, I traveled with him. In Scotland, he had 2 classes. And then second time I traveled with him to Spain.
Oh,
Yes, in somewhere in Catalanda, Barcelona, on a hilltop, he had there was a yoga conference.
mhm.
So I had been with him.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, I did enjoy. And, I saw his energy there. He used to work for, say, about the class maybe for 2 hours, but it used to be on for 3.5 hours.
Mhm.
And he will be teaching the students. And
Yeah.
there were about, say, about 80 to 90 students in the hall. They have rented the hall. So Guruji used to go there and teach in that hall. And
Wow.
like great personalities also I met, like, who edited my father's Light on Yoga book, Sir Gerald York. I met him also along with father.
Uh,
And she learned many dishes. She learned Italian, how to make Italian dishes, everything from the student.
From the students, and I traveled. Yes.
She
Aw.
did that work also.
And I taught them our, Ainga food.
How about Vanita? Did you travel?
I did not.
No, she didn't travel.
I was another. Yes, I used to like, but I was mostly with my mother.
Mhm.
I cooking,
Now, being
looking after.
like Geeta and
Vanita
Vanita,
used to go teaching everything. Nobody at home. Sunita, Suchita, school, Prashant school. So somebody should be there to help mother. So I was mostly at that time there for
Mhm.
my mother.
You must have been very close then.
Yeah. No regrets. Because I had been to America also when Kaushik was there. I came to America, stayed with him. It's okay.
to Seattle, huh?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Yes. Seattle.
Mhm.
It's enough.
Mhm.
Someone's,
It's a long trip. It's a very long trip.
But
Yeah.
Prashant, no.
Prashant, no, he never traveled. He only, when we were kids, we used to go to Bangalore, he used to come to Bangalore. And when the family had some function, he had to accompany my mother. So he used to come to Bangalore.
Mhm.
And then after, before my mother passed away, she wanted to go on a pilgrimage. So at that time,
He went
Prashant
with us.
said that I had to take care of my mother. So I am going. So he
Accompanied her.
accompanied my mother and father for the whole South
And,
Indian pilgrimage.
for violin demonstration, music program, he went to Gujarat, like that Delhi.
Like that.
That
Not Delhi, only
Delhi,
Gujarat.
Gujarat. He had been like that. Bombay,
And
Gujarat.
after we got married, like, Suchita's children's marriage was there, Harit's Upanan was there, then he traveled. And
That's
here, when it was Sharan's Upanayam, he traveled, or, my housewarming ceremony, he traveled. And after Belur was, had the, Patanjali temple and Rama temple and this yoga center and the trust, then he traveled. Whenever we asked him that he has to come and perform puja, he used to come.
And he's
And
going.
then he started conducting classes.
And
also.
now again he is coming in May here, Belur.
We're having a Kumbha Vishekam
In
for Patanjali temple. So for that,
Yeah.
Prashant will be
Prashant
coming.
is coming.
We used to invite Prashant every year. We would say, come and stay with us. Come to our house. You don't even have to teach a class or anything. He was always polite about thank you for the invitation, but he never came. And now people don't realize, but Zoom was invented so that the world could come to Prashant, because Prashant would not go out to the world.
Well,
No, we asked him, why you don't go there? He said, once I go there, they will call me every time.
So that was Prashantji's reason. That's his reason for not traveling, because he knows he'll be asked to come back again and again.
So now Zoom is there, so he is happy with Zoom.
Yeah. And they're so grateful. Oh my goodness. I always thought, well, I just would speculate why Prashant didn't want to travel, and
So from his childhood,
sorry.
he is not keen on traveling.
Something
Yes.
in him that is it like he's so grounded. Maybe he just doesn't.
Even he was not coming out of the house also.
Oh, okay.
Even he is a good photographer, really speaking. He learned everything. But
Mhm.
for that also, he was not going out anywhere. Everything nearby only.
Nearby in the house. So, we had a garden. So in the house, we used to take, have the photographs taken of the flower, butterfly or something like that. He was not outgoing person
Mhm.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
We have never seen, Prashant is riding a scooter and going out and coming after 2 hours or anything. We have never seen that.
That is his nature.
That was his
Nature. No, he says, you come here, you can learn more. If I go there, 2 days here, 2 days there, like that I have to teach you. If you
At
come
least
to
here,
India,
there.
you can
For
learn
at least
more.
for 10 days or 15 days, you can
learn
learn.
more. And he doesn't feel bad, anything like that. He's happy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Traveling is not his cup of tea, he says.
When I travel to India, it's so far away from home for me. I get very homesick and unsettled, and I'm sure it would probably feel the same way for Prashant, and he knows that already. But I learned so much when I'm there. I wish I could stay longer. That last trip to Belur in January was very special to me. It's a very special place.
Yeah.
Hall there, and the grounds are so beautiful, and the school and everything is really wonderful. Thank you
My
so
thanks
much.
and
This has just been so
Thank-
wonderful, and I know the listeners are going to be so happy. You've shared some
Thank-
wonderful stories. Thank you so
Thank-
Thank you for tuning in to On the Light. This episode was truly special for me. The warmth and joy radiating from both Vanita and Savita was unforgettable. Hearing their personal memories and reflections of life with their father and mother was a rare and priceless gift. I hope you found it as moving and meaningful as I did. As always, thank you for listening. Namaskar.